Soulfire Sunday.
Are you live?
Yes. Yep. Soulfire Sunday. Here we are. Happy Sunday. And here we are. It's a happy Sunday indeed. It's been one of those days. I finally got everything working. Can I say how much I hate computers? I truly hate computers. And I'll admit to that. And, and it is just, sorry. But you know what? Earlier today, I was standing in a cemetery. I never got a chance to upload that video, but it was a good video. I got to see my daughter's dance recital today, or dance show, or whatever it was. A good 2.5, 3, 4 hours worth of sitting. 4 hours of sitting in a chair in the auditorium. Yeah, that was fun. But you know what? That was just yeah, wild. Good times. She got to be on stage and yeah, this is actually on our website. This is our wow on our website. It's polo shirt. It's supposed to go with the Stormmaster or the Stormwalker Outpost as well too, but that one didn't come out as well, unfortunately. But it looks cool.
I need a coffee cup with your logo on it.
Yeah, I know. That's out there too. I'm waiting for my son to buy me it for Father's Day or Mother's Day or.
How much does it cost?
Probably like $11.
Yeah, I can pay for that. I can buy it right now.
So, but you know what?
Wait, where's it at?
It's on the website.
I have to go to your website?
Yes, you have to go to the website. We have a whole bunch of merch on the website.
When's Father's Day?
Next weekend.
Next weekend?
Yep.
Okay, well then you're gonna have a late Father's Day again.
It's all good. I'm just teasing.
I'll buy it. I mean, only $11. It's not much.
I'm in the middle of my life. We'll talk about it. All right? Because you know what? Her dance recital tonight. My son went to Taekwondo yesterday. He turned and came back with second place in the tournament. My daughter Tron did a show today. She was on stage and had a great time on stage.
She got medal.
You know, and earlier today I was out in the cemetery doing a live or doing my videos, and that was a good time. Hey, Alicia. And you know what? I was out there surrounded by people with unfinished stories. See, there are two most important days in our life. Yes, two important days.
Day we're born, day we're dead.
No, the day we die isn't important.
I think it is.
Why? What are you going to do? Celebrate the day you die?
Day of the Dead.
You're dead. You're not going to celebrate nothing. No. The day you are born and the day you find out why.
Because you had nothing else to do.
Because people never discover that second day. Most people never discover it. They leave this world full of potential. They leave this world never writing the books that they wanted to write. They leave this world never completing the schools that they wanted to go to school for. Starting the businesses they wanted to start. Singing the songs they wanted to sing. Doing the things that they wanted to do. So many people. Because they never discovered that second day. So, Les Brown says it best when he says that most people are alive and living and enjoying themselves until they get about 26 years old, and then they die. And they don't get buried until they're in their 70s, 80s, when their actual body dies. That's because their brain dies, their dreams die, their goals die. Life gets so wrapped up around them, they get so wrapped up around life and surviving that they forget what they really wanted to do. They forget their goals. They forget their dreams.
Tomorrow I have to get my stuff out of your car.
Please.
Is it pretty?
And then they just live the rest of their life on automatic pilot. Going to work every day, coming home from work every day, watching TV, playing games, going to bed. Getting up, going to work, going home, playing games, watching TV, going to bed. And you know what? The day you're born is the first day that was automatic. You didn't ask to be born. You didn't choose it. I mean, technically you kind of earned it because you were the fastest swimmer. Well, actually, not really, because from what I understand, it wasn't necessarily a faster swimmer. You were chosen. You were picked. And then you just arrived. Your mommy decided to squeeze you out and evict you from your 9-month nice happy home. But you know what? Even before you took your first breath, you were already carrying your identity. You are already carrying your intentions. You are already carrying your assignment. Because I'm sure your mommy told you about how active you were inside of her during that 9 months, or how you did this during those 9 months, or how you did that during those 9 months. Because you already knew what you were going to be. You had dreams, you had goals, even before you were evicted from your happy little home. And then as you grow up, you had dreams of being a fireman, a dancer, a rock star, a movie star. You had dreams of being a doctor, an astronaut, dreams of being a scientist, dreams of taking your father's brain and putting him in a computer. But then you got older. You found a job. You found bills. And then you found survival. You found out life was pretty brutal at times. That the harder you work, the harder life is on you at times. Nice. Thank you. 300 minutes. Awesome. And you know what? That pain shaped you. That pain shaped you. The pain of survival. The pressure, all that weight that you carry after you try to graduate high school and you started working and you got bills and you tried doing your dreams and they failed. You tried working out and you kept gaining weight. You tried going out for the teams and you broke your leg. You tried going back to school and you failed out of class. That weight, those challenges. You started your own business and it failed and you had to file bankruptcy. That pressure, all that built strength inside of you. Because those patterns, those cycles, you survived. And they taught you discipline. See, They taught you discipline, but they also gave you potential. Because they gave you gifts. The gifts were actually inside of you from day one. You had the strength from day one. You had the gumption. You had the goals. You've had the dreams. You've had the desire to succeed from day one. And you know what? This is the day everything changes for you. The day that you find out why you were born is the day that your story stops being heavy and starts being holy. And I'm not talking about holy like Swiss cheese. I'm talking about holy as in divine for you. I'm talking about being scripture-like for you. Because it's going to be a turning point. Because you're going to find out that there's going to be a lot of truth in the day that you decide, when you find out why, what your why is in living, what your why is for being born, what your why is in life. When you find out what that truth is, the timing is going to make that turning point unstoppable. It'll be that day that when you stop asking, why did this happen to me? Why did I have to file bankruptcy for my business? Why did I have to drop out of school because of my grades? Why did I have to drown and have to break my foot before the football tournament? And instead you start saying, this happened for me. This happened for me to learn. This happened for a reason. I'll tell you a story about a young girl who wanted to drive so badly. She wanted to drive so badly that she started bugging her father to try and drive every time she can, even before she had a permit. One night, she drove without a permit. Her father was in a car. Somebody ran a red light and plowed into her. No permit. Of course, without having a permit, she has no insurance. Police say it's all her fault because she has no permit. Even though the person ran the red light and plowed into her. Yeah, wow, huh? Imagine that. So the person that plowed into her got a ticket for running a red light, reckless driving, and a few other things, while she gets her license suspended before she even gets her license. Fast forward, we find out that that little girl, she can't get her license until she's older. Now because of this. We find out that, you know what? There probably was a reason why she ended up having to wait to get her personal license, her personal driver's license. Why this happened? Because one of her friends was involved in a bad car accident. Is dead. Who happens to be the same age as her. Who happens to just got her license too. So it's one of those things that you have to question. Why did this happen to me? Or maybe this happened to me because life was protecting me. See, something interesting is while we're on the subject of her, when she dances, she's not performing, she's expressing herself. She's showing the world what it looks like when somebody finds their second day early. Even though such a tragic thing happened earlier on that prohibited her from doing something else. Now, had she had gotten her license earlier, what are the chances that instead of her friend being the one that got killed, it could have been her that got killed with her license? That's something you have to question. So, with that in mind, we wonder, had that happened, would she be on the stage dancing tonight? Had that happened, would she be dancing for applause? Would she be dancing at all? Because you know what? She dances because something inside her refuses to stay still, which is one of the reasons why she ended up getting in an accident in the first place. But with that in mind, life threw a curveball at her, saying maybe perhaps she should slow down on some things. And that's what purpose feels like. Sometimes life throws challenges at you to slow you down. So you have to spend more time thinking about what you're actually working on. Because see, some of you haven't danced in years because life threw a curveball at you. And maybe I'm not talking about dancing literally, but I'm talking spiritually. Because your purpose has been waiting for you to move again. But something stopped you because you were rushing too much. And in a cemetery, when you look around, every stone there is a reminder that time is short. But your purpose is not. Because see, on those headstones, it talks about the day they were born and the day they were dead. And then there's a dash in between. And sometimes on those headstones, on some of the headstones, the dash in between says loving mother, loving father, excellent entrepreneur, war veteran, war hero. Sometimes they even go into more details about inventor of this, famous playwright, famous songwriter. But the majority of them is just a dash. And you know what? Some of those people, well, I'm not going to say some, I'm going to say all of them. Everybody has a dream. But they also had fears. They also had gifts. And they had potential. But their fears outweighed using those gifts to expand their potential. Because see, some used their gifts and some didn't. So I ask you, are you using your gifts? Or are you using your fears? Are you letting your fears guide you? Or are you letting your potential guide you? Because see, you're still breathing. You're still here. You still have pages left to write in your story. You've still got that dash left. You haven't reached the end of that dash. And so I challenge you that today, make it your second day. Sorry, the cat's staring at me weirdly. Make today your second day. The day you stop living like you live forever. Because nobody lives forever. The day you stop waiting for permission. Because the only person you need permission from is yourself. You know, my lawyer always joked on me. He's like, Obit, life isn't necessarily asking for forgiveness than asking for permission. He's like, you should be asking for permission before you ask for forgiveness, especially when it comes to doing things. Because he has it right. I do ask for forgiveness. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm always doing before I ask anybody if I can do it. See, I don't wait for permission. I just do it. And sometimes I screw up. And sometimes I have to ask for forgiveness. So you have to ask yourself, what day are you going to stop shrinking to make other people comfortable? Because if my daughter can dance with her whole soul out on stage in front of her teen peers, in front of about 200-300 people, I'm sure you can live with your purpose. I'm sure you can try and think about, work on your dreams, on your goals. I'm sure your truth can speak a lot louder than your fear. Because those people in the graveyard, they had fears, they had gifts, they had potential. But they were probably too scared to use it. And so that's why their dash never got filled in. What's your dash going to look like? Because the 2 most important days in your life are the day you're born and the day you find out why. And you know what? That dash in between can be powerful. It can be motivating. It can be motivating. It can be exciting. It can also be boring. Because you know what? When I walked out of that cemetery today, I walked out of that cemetery with fire in my chest and clarity in my spirit. It reminded me on, hey, Alicia, it reminded me on why I do the things I do. Because I don't want to be a dash. My tombstone, I don't want a dash. I want something on there saying loving Father. I want something on there saying inspired millions. Helped change the world. Because I want to step out of this moment. I might not live forever physically. But you know what? I want to make my next moves live forever mentally. I want to help people change their mindset. I want to help people live for their dreams. I want to help people focus on their desires and their dreams and their goals in life to make their lives better, to make that change that they have. Because, this world's messed up as it is. And let me tell you something. Every time I watch my kids do something amazing, I am immensely proud. From watching my son going to Taekwondo and bringing home a second place trophy when he had his foot broken, to coming home this time here with another second place trophy, to watching my daughter on a stage dancing around. Oh, I totally forgot. I want to try to say Miss Bolt. Thank you so very much. Oh, not Miss Bolt. I want to call her Miss Bolt. She's like my mother. But you know what? Theta, thank you. Thank you, Theta. She gave me an amazing compliment earlier tonight that really, really, really touched me. And I just wanted to try and put that out there. Thank you very much, Theta. And it's one of those things that things like that remind me on why I'm here. Because it's something I can give back to everybody out there. I can try and help people focus on their future. Because you know what? Cemeteries can't give anything back other than stories. They don't give movement, they don't give breath, and they don't give purpose, and they sure heck don't give life. But you know what? The names, they don't get another chance to move. They don't get another chance to dance. They don't get another chance to discover their why. But they remind me that I do. They remind me that I can talk to people and I can try and put the desire in them to realize that they can too. Because purpose moves. Purpose breathes. Purpose expresses. Purpose dances. Purpose researches. Purpose invents. Purpose sings. Purpose writes. And you know what? All of you have a purpose hiding inside of you. It looks like it's buried, but it's not. It's just little growing embers, like a fire, like a campfire, sitting at night, sitting there, glowing quietly. We just got to throw a little fuel on it. We just got to throw little logs on it. We got to throw a little extra fuel on a fire. We got to try and add to our dreams. We got to pull them back out. We got to get those marshmallows ready to hold them over the fire and light them up. And you know what? You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Because your spirit is calling. Your assignment is inside of you. It's been inside of you since the day you were born. Since the day you started swimming around inside your mom, looking to be born. You know it. You feel it. Except life made you ignore it. But it's still there. It's still there. And the moment you stop living like you're afraid to be seen and start living like you were meant to be more than what you are, you'll rise. So, today, I want you to choose movement over fear. I want you to choose your expression over silence. I want you to choose your purpose over survival. Why? Because here it comes. I have a dream and I am not lazy. Still, nobody sent me any pictures of their bathroom mirror with it on there. But I still got it on my wall. Because today you take that first step, even if it's shaky, even if it's small, even if nobody claps, because purpose doesn't need applause. Nobody applauds the people inside the gym working on their on lifting weights, on working on losing their weight. Nobody applauds the people standing in front of the mirror practicing their lines for the show. Nobody applauds the dancers while they're practicing inside the dance studio. Nobody applauds the runners as they're practicing up and down the racetrack during practice. They only get the applause when they actually go to the tournament. And your purpose doesn't need applause. Your purpose needs the motivation. Your purpose needs the motion. Your purpose needs you. Because you've withstood more than people know. You've owned more than people have seen, and it's time to win in a way that nobody can ignore. It's time to step out of this moment and make your next move your loudest one yet. Because you know what? The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Is today the day you find out why?